Hello everyone, it's MS Gideon here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you quickly how much does it really cost. How much does it really cost to relocate to the UK through the student visa route? And I'll share this with you both as a student, as a single student, and as a student with dependents. I'll show you exactly how much it costs and and how to calculate your own. All right. So if you're new here, this is Japan Decoded, and here we share tips on how to relocate and how to thrive in the UK. Straight to the point. If you're looking to come to the UK through the student visa route, how much does it cost? I'll show you this both as a student and as a student with dependents, as a single student and as a student with dependents. So let's dive right in. The first cost point you need to know is tuberculosis test. For many countries, if you're coming to the UK for the first time, you will need to have a tuberculosis test taken. And you don't just take the test from anywhere, you need to take the test from an accredited clinic. Now, in Nigeria, where I come from, there used to be only two centers where you could take the tuberculosis test. One of them was in Abuja and the other one in Lagos. But recently, there are more places that have been opened in Lagos. I'll drop a link to the UK government website where you can find the accredited clinics. All right. Now, if you are also looking to, so that's the first test. And how much does the test cost? The test cost about $100. $100. At the time I paid was about 58,000 naira, and that's if you are 11 years and above, and for everybody under 11 years, $60. So that's the first cost, and that's about 83, 84 pounds thereabout. The second cost component is your tuition deposit. Now, before schools in the UK will give you a CAS. The CAS is the confirmation of acceptance of studies document that you need to apply for your visa. Before schools will give that to you, you need to pay a tuition deposit, and that tuition deposit can be anywhere from £2,000 to £4,000 on average. Now, that's the second cost component. When you have that cost covered, the next cost component you need to plan for is your tuition balance. Before the UK Home Office will issue you a visa, you need to have your tuition balance in your account, and you need to show that this money has been in your account for minimum 28 days. Now, if your tuition is £12,000 and you have paid £4,000, that leaves you with £8,000 to show in your account, to keep in your account, right? That's the third cost component. The fourth cost component is you need to plan for your maintenance, your upkeep, and the UK government has guidelines on what they look out for. So if you are studying the course inside London, as at the time of making this video, you need to have £1,334 to show them for upkeep in a month. And you need to have that money, you need to have that for up to 9 months time frame. So that means you have £1,334 times 9, which is the money that you need to sustain yourself for 9 months. That's what you need to show. And the money must be in your account for 28 days period. A minimum 28 days period. Now, if you're studying the course outside of London, it means you need to have £1,023 according to the UK Home Office to survive outside of London every month. So you need to show that money for 9 months. And what that amounts to is about £9,200, and if you're studying outside London, and about £12,000 if you're studying in London. The fifth cost component you need to plan for is your visa application fees. And as at the time of making this video, whether you're a student or a dependent, the visa application fee is £348 as at the time of making this video. The next cost component you need to plan for is your immigration health surcharge, which is the amount of money that you need to pay the UK Home Office for your health insurance. And that's about £470 for 12 months. Now, usually the UK Home Office has a calculator that you can use, punch in your cost start date and end date, and to show you the full amount you need to pay. So, but if you're just doing if you do it 12 years, if you're just doing for a 12 months rather, you should be slightly above £470 because your visa usually have about 3 months extra on it. The next cost component, which is the seventh component, is your flight ticket. Before coming to the UK, you need to plan and prepare for your flight ticket. And depending on how close you are to your travel date, the flight tickets can be quite expensive. But if you book significantly ahead, then you can get them for really good prices. You can get really good deals. Now, on average, I'll average that out at, you can get flight tickets for £500 on average, generally. Now, but you can get them significantly cheaper, as cheap as £200 if you book way ahead. So these are the 7 cost components, and when you sum that up, you have about £22,000, £22,600 for single students coming to the UK on this student to study route. Now, what if you have a dependent? I'll just give you the different costs for the dependent so that you can add them. And remember, if you've not subscribed at this point, you're wrong. Just hit the subscribe button right under. It encourages us to keep creating valuable content for you. All right, and you can always ask questions. So now, if you're a student with a dependent and you're wondering how much does it cost to bring my dependent over, now for every dependent you need to pay for their visa application fees, their tuberculosis tests, their immigration health surcharge, their flight tickets, and then in addition to this standard cost, you need to show that you have about £680 a month for to sustain them for up to 9 months, which is a total of £6,120. That's £6,680 times 9. You need to have that money in addition, whether in your account or in the dependent account, for a period of 28 days minimum. So, and that amounts to about £7,438. So, depending on what the exchange rate is, you can find out how much you expect to have. And the beautiful thing about this is that sometimes many of these cost components can be covered at the CBN standard rate. Yes. So you don't have to use the black market routes to make most of these payments. So if you one student with one dependent, you need about £30,000 to come to the UK. And then if you're one student with 2 dependents, you need about £37,000, £37,483 thereabout to come into the UK. So this is mind you, these are estimates. To get the updated data, you always have to check the UK government website. And what I'll do is I'll do my best to link to every resource on the UK government website to make it easy, so that you can easily just click the link in the description of this video and access the updated information. So that's it for today. If you have any question on this, feel free to ask me, and I'll do my best to answer where possible. That's it. Thank you so much for staying tuned. And remember, subscribe and share this video with your friends and loved ones. God bless you.